Well, it is a beautiful day, and I'm in Washington Park at the International Rose Test Garden, and I'm with Rachel, who is the new curator, so welcome.
Thank you. So great to be here.
Well, good. We're excited to have you. So, it's getting to be fall, and we need to talk about roses and pruning, and it's just a little early, so when do you usually start to do the wind pruning of the roses?
It's hard to believe that a beautiful day like today, pretty soon it'll be time, the rains and the winds will come. So now is the time to kind of get that mentality put on your calendar. Usually about mid to late November is a good time to wind pruning. And wind pruning is quite literally you're pruning because all these Oregon winters have all this rain and wind, and so that might compromise the health in the roses because we're looking at this tall rose. It's about 6 foot. So if a huge gust of wind comes and breaks it, that can be a problem for many reasons. It can have a domino effect. It'll break at the base where, and then just kind of topple over and create a domino effect. And so what you need to do is you prune it to a height so that the winds, they would minimize the risk of the winds.
Okay, about what height would we be, can you demonstrate on this rose?
Absolutely. So we're definitely doing about our wrist.
Okay.
And so you're going to do a wind pruning in the wrist, but at your wrist height, and then in the spring around late January, early February, you're going to do your spring pruning.
Okay. So if you can show us exactly where, because we love to see, we're people that are visual. So let us see where you would make a cut.
Okay, so my wrist is right here, so I'm going to follow that. Look, this is right about here, right about above this node. And I like using loppers just because it minimizes my exposure to,
to thorns.
The plant, and we're just going to cut it like that.
And you don't have to worry about where the leaves are because you are just going to be taking it off, and it's really the health of the plant that you're worried about, not be pruning for more production.
Exactly. You pretty much are not, so where you're basically topping it, you're not worried about the node because these plants are going into dormancy.
Right.
So it doesn't matter so much. Where you do it. It will matter more when you're pruning in the spring.
Right.
This is just going to be a quick cut. We'll just do it again. Look, that's not even right by a node.
Right, and so easy.
And so easy.
And now what about mulching? Should we be mulching now?
If you really want to get a jump start on your weed suppression, probably the best thing to do is to put, a couple inches of mulch down into the beds. And you think about it, you're going to be having all these leaves down on your lawn. You rake them up and put in the bag. Why not make it a little easier, Just rake them into the beds, and then you can put some mulch on top of that, make it look a little bit nicer.
Right.
And that helps suppress the weed seeds. The weed seeds are starting to start, and they have a little barrier that kind of, keeps them at bay a little bit.
Excellent.
So you get a little jump start.
Right, and then what about fertilizing? Is that a good time or no, we're going to wait?
So you would wait until April because you think about the roses are going to dormancy.
Sure.
So fertilizing, it's helping growth, and that's the exact opposite of what we want to do.
So really, you have to put it on your calendar for November to do all of this wind pruning, and you're getting it right from Rachel. She's the expert here. We got all those great tips, but you can still come down to the rose garden. It's still lovely. There's still flowers to see, and enjoy a beautiful day walking around the garden. Well, thanks so much, and again, welcome.
Thank you. Great to be here.